Hey, this is your girl China from the Festival with China. And if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app and go to anchor.fm to get it started. Later. Hey, it's your girl China, and I'm back with the Festival with China. This episode is dedicated to VX fashion being a scam. So let me tell you my interesting story that happened a few days ago. So Monday, January 11th, 2021, I had seen a post on my Explore page that was a casting call for a modeling agency, and it said, tag your favorite model. So, of course, I tagged myself. About a few hours later, I had received a message from a person named Don, and he calls himself the Education King. In his description of his bio, he has manager, life coach, marketing, influencer, and more, photographer, fashion industry, talent development, online business startup expert, and also his book, it says. The link in his bio is a link to a vxfashion.xyz / whatever. Anyways, so the start of the message started as, you have been selected for a casting call. Actually, no, that's not how it started. The beginning of the message started as, he inboxed me and put exactly what I'm about to say. Name, age, number. So me, without being hesitant, I responded my first and last name, my age, and my cell phone number. Not too long after that, I would say about 4 minutes after I responded, he then sent a generated automated message. Obviously, if you can, I'm going to read it and break it down to you so you can listen to this shit. He says, you have passed the first round of selections. Congratulations. We have looked at your whole Instagram. You have great potential in this industry. It's all about support. Teamwork makes the dream work. To be considered for our casting call, like every picture and video on our page, leave 2 comments on any pic or video. Good luck on our casting. Okay. So me, again, not being hesitant, after looking on his page and viewing videos of celebrities supposedly giving a tribute to this Don person, basically saying his work ethic's great, keep up the great work, blah, blah, blah. Then right after I said, thank you so much, I'll do that now. Meaning I'll go on your page, like every post that's on your page, and make about 2 comments, which I think I made about 4. Anyway, then I received another generated message that I did not even hesitate or think too much of, that says, the final round is post our flyer on your page. We will call you in 24 to 48 hours about our casting. After we call you, you can take down the flyer. It helps us keep track of who we called. We receive a lot of direct messages. Good luck, and we will call you soon, Team VX. Okay. Then he also sent a video, which he wanted me to post, along with the caption that says, I'm registered to VX Fashion, casting call, wish me luck, fashion show, model, fair, fashion, audition, casting. These are the hashtags: male model, female model agency, fashion director, moi, hairstylist, designer, fashion blogger, NYC and New Jersey model, Philly model, ATL model, Boston model, blah, blah, blah. And it says VX Fashion. All right. So it says copy and paste in your caption with the photo for callback. Then says, you are amazing. We will call you back soon. Our goal is fast response time for everyone so we can be the best. Thanks. I then said, thank you. You're truly amazing as well. Thank you for taking the time out to inbox me as you requested. I'll do the same. Then I said, it's done. Then, he heart-eyed both of my comments. All right. So about 2 days go past, which we're gonna go into yesterday, which is Wednesday. I'm sorry, yesterday being Tuesday, January 12th. My youngest son's aunt hits me up, or whatever the case may be, and she mentions this same Don character, which I forgot about. I still had the video he wanted me to post along with the caption. I still had it on my page. You know what I mean? I didn't think to further investigate. I didn't think nothing of it. He seemed legit. I was kind of excited, I'm not even gonna lie, about the opportunity itself, because I'm like, oh, some guy who knows all these celebrities, he noticed me, you know what I'm saying? I was so hype about it at that moment. So now she starts, and also I wanted to ask you about this Don from VX Fashion, that I've been thinking of working with him, but I'm afraid of the scamming. He seems a little he seems like a really legit man though. So I'm like, oh, okay. No, at that time I had not even spoken to him. Me and him didn't have a telephone conversation. I still had the post up, and I know that they said once, we contact you, you can now take the post down. So that's why I didn't take the post down at that moment. And she goes on to say, I spoke with him, but I wasn't comfortable to cash app him money without knowing anything, but, okay. So then I'm like, wait a minute. He asked you that? He didn't mention to me anything about money. And he said that he would call me within 24 to 48 hours if his company was interested in me. So I really wanted to know, like, how much money was this man requesting? Like, because anything to me, I feel like I shouldn't give you money for something I don't know that I'm going to get guaranteed results from. And a lot of these companies, they try to sway you in and tell you all these great things they can offer you. And the conversation always ends with, but you got to send me $500 or $1,000. And from there, we can jumpstart your career. Like, okay, whatever. So now she's like, when he called her, they spoke. And then he asked her how much money she would be willing to invest towards her photo shoot or whatever. And she told him, because she's trying to start her career at that, to her modeling career, that she would give up $1,000 to invest in herself. So they spoke about, I guess, 45 minutes. He was saying how he could build her social media and be her mentor, and that, she should cash app him. So, of course, she started to feel like, uncomfortable, like the nigga was moving weird. And that, all of a sudden his energy started to change, she basically said. Then he told her she was full of shit, that she's just procrastinating. So she, ended up hanging up on him. Then the nigga started texting her bullshit that says, this little pamphlet flyer that he made that says, this is your wake-up call. Today you have the choice. Continue living a mediocre life, or say to yourself, I'm done being broke. I'm done watching others succeed, and I'm watching from the sideline. I'm done complaining, and I'm ready to earn the life that I deserve. So after me having this conversation with her, I still had not spoken to this Dawn character. And I ended up hitting up my best friend, who I seen at the time, had wrote under my post that I had posted of the VX Fashion, and said, yes, bestie, this is, this is 2021 is our year, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, let me hit her up and see if she even had the same experience with him, being that I still didn't speak to the nigga yet. So now she basically hits me up hours later, like I'm knocked out. And she's basically, before I fall asleep, actually, she hits me up and she's like, I'm on the phone with him now, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh no, like this nigga is a weirdo, like whatever the case may be. So eventually I ends up falling asleep. I'm super knocked out. And I'm basically like, it's early in the morning. She ends up calling me on Instagram. Like, she could not hold that shit. Like, she just couldn't or whatever. And let me see what time, if I can see what time, because I'm actually going to the message to see if it shows me, which is, all right. So when I had told her about the whole situation where my son's aunt is telling me how this nigga is a clown, blah, 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 that he made her feel uncomfortable, that was around 11:51 p.m., which was last night. Now, she ends up calling me this morning, or whatever the case may be. And she's basically like, yo, this nigga is crazy. This conversation went really smooth. And, you know, this is how these industry people are. So I kind of understood that. But then he started being super disrespectful. So I'm like, nah, I'm about to start Googling this nigga. Like, as she's telling me her experience as well, and it sounds similar to my son's aunt, I start Googling him. And she's doing the same. So she's like, yo, there's a video. Like, so we instantly like hung up, I guess, you know, we got disconnected and started doing our own research or whatever. So she's basically like, the shit I'm reading, no, he's crazy. I'm so glad we spoke up. Da da da. And I'm like, yo, I'm so glad he never even got a chance to speak to me. So, you know, me being the person that I am, I'm super generous. I always look out for others, and I'm not looking for nothing in return at all. Like, and I hate people who do things with the agenda because they want appraisal. Like, I'm doing it because I don't want another female hurt, because you don't know what woman's mental state is in when you rile them up and get them hype about an opportunity that doesn't really exist. Like, you know what I mean? I know that I'm strong and I can deal with rejection, or I can deal with something being a waste of time, because I feel like if I never got to do it, you know, then I would have never known. But there are women who really like hell bent on being a celebrity or being in the entertainment industry that, you know, that can hinder them or discourage them from wanting to work with people in the future. So I wanted to make it so this nigga, you know, really, 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 really cannot have the opportunity to do this shit again, because this is a grown-ass man that's probably sitting at home or in a hotel room that's thinking of ways to scam women. Not men, women, black women at that. I mean, he obviously hits up women of other races, but my thing is he's targeting women, period. So I started doing my own little investigation. I started Googling his name. I found 3 videos on YouTube. One was addressed 9 years ago. One was about maybe a year ago. And then the latest one was about 4 months ago. And it was basically labeled VX Fashion, a scam, and then receipts. You know what I'm saying? I watched them. A lot of them was too much unnecessary conversation in the video, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted them to directly get to the point of what this Don nigga did. So anyway, as I Googled the VX Fashion, there was a blog that also came up. And apparently, he has a hand problem as well. So I'm here thinking like, all right, let me see who commented last on his post. Those are the women that I'm going to reach out to and let them know and put them on about this Don character. I've also looked at his story, which is he still was posting, you know what I mean? And he had a nerve to post women with the Joys, like, say if he wanted people to vote for them, he would have the throw up face with the throwing up coming out the mouth if you didn't want to select them, if you thought they was trash. And I just thought that was super tacky for someone to represent themselves as if they're a business owner, they're legit, and then they want people to vote for women but put other women down in the process. I thought that was super tacky. So any woman that he had in his story, I made sure that I wrote them to let them know. And a lot of them were either shocked, and then there was a handful that they already peeped game, already blocked him, already. There were women who actually, I spoke to a young lady that gave him $250, and she said about 4 weeks ago from the time that we were speaking last night, or this morning rather, and she felt something was fishy or sketchy because he had not given her no opportunities, probably kept promising her shit. Because I see also when I Googled his name, he poses as this photographer. So basically, I just want to give you the breakdown of what the red flags are when dealing with someone who's a fucking nobody, who's scamming. Red flag number 1 is if the person is posting celebrities and portraying as if they know these celebrities, we should at least see these celebrities in the comments. We should at least see the video with the celebrity, with the individual who's posting this. Red flag number 2 is if there's no website with reviews of this person where you can get it from the link in their bio, where you could tap on to their fashion page and get connected with this person on a deeper level where you can see their reviews, to see their work ethic, then obviously it's a phony page. So that's 2. Number 3 is, if there's no contract that's been drawn up, do not send anybody no fucking money, especially through Cash App, because it's hard to get that money back as is. And number 4, if he's eager and thirsty to collect your money, but not show you what he can offer you, not just tell you, but show you, as in, like I said, having reviews from other people, not pictures and receipts of people sending them money, because that means nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? And I just want everyone to be aware of this guy, Don, who's posing as a photographer these days, a manager, someone that can get you a lot of castings. And he's using a platform called VX Fashion, which I don't even think exists. Make sure you watch out for him, because I don't want any of you ladies sending him your hard-earned money for a dream that you're putting aside for your dream that's going to go to waste because this guy is out here scamming. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you if you listen to this and follow my directions by not doing any work with this guy. Thank you.